Yolanda True, and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. And if you followed my videos the last days, you've seen that I talked a lot about the new stuff they introduced with the new Battle Pass. But one person is still missing. And that is one new officer, and that is the Enterprise E, Deanna Troi. Yeah, the one that used to be at the helm when the D and E crash into something, just mentioning. But if you want to look at officers, you know that at the top left of your screen you see ships, officers, command, etc. And there, if you click officers, you find all the officers you have and you still don't have. And I haven't got her yet because we're still working on it. But we still can have a look at Enterprise E Deanna Troi. She's a rare officer. She needs 34 shards to get her, and so I have 17 so far, and the battle pass is still running. So I'm quite confident that in the next weeks I will get her. She, as I said, is a rare officer. Her class is Science. That will be important later for upgrading her. She's of the group Enterprise E, of course, and the faction Federation is clear as well. She has no captain's ability, but she has an officer ability that's called Psychoanalysis. Reduces the opponent's shield health by 400% of total officer attack at the beginning of each round versus non-Armada hostiles, which is a nice one. Everything that kicks in at the beginning of a round is really helpful, and I'm quite sure when I get her that I will use her together with Enterprise E Picard on the bridge of my ship for grinding hostiles, and I will definitely try that out as soon as I have her. But she also has a below deck ability that is 3 shots of something. I thought with her it's usually 3 shots of chocolate. It increases critical hit damage by 20% versus armadas and hostiles. So she is quite nice below deck if you do armadas and hostiles. I use you, the Borg, or ex-Borg, usually for that. And you know that the 20% are in green, and that means that with leveling her up and tiering her up, that number will rise. It's the same with Neelix, for example. I'm using him a lot, and I can upgrade him again. I always forget that when the ship is in dock, so that's why it came back to my mind. She will also have some away team abilities as well, which I cannot see now, but it's not that important. That's why I already did the video without having her, because there are some officers I probably use for hostiles and stuff like that, and I have the feeling that I will use her next to Enterprise E Picard in the future a lot, so I will not upgrade her away team abilities anyway, because I don't want to send her away when I'm using her all the time. And that's the point with crews changing. Whenever they introduce new officers, the crews you use often change, and that's happened a lot this year. It happened with the PvP crews, especially since my last server I was on this server now, where I'm playing for about 1 year and 3 months or something now on this server. They're so much different than on my last server because of new officers that came in, and then the lower deck officers changed a lot of the PvP crews once again, and now Enterprise E Picard changed my hostile crew, and I guess Troi will change it a bit as well. And there you always have to keep up with the development. And you see that I still have missing, You could see if there wasn't the usual issue on playing STFC on an iPad. It crashes regularly, and since they started the new arc, it got much worse, I must say. But that's why I'm not editing this out. I mean, people complained about this, but I will still not edit this out. I want to show you the real life experience in this gameplay. And that is the real life experience if you play on an iPad. Someone said with a brand new iPad Air, whatever, it wouldn't happen. But everybody in my alliance that plays on iPads has the same problem. So I wish that Scopely would have a look in it, what's about the iOS version. But nevertheless, what I wanted to show you was, you can see that even I still miss a lot of officers. There are some, like Darwin and Hadley, you got on the very first beginning of the game 5 years ago, and now you can still buy them from time to time. I might someday just to have my officers complete, but Lursa is something I get via one certain event. I was just not so lucky with the pulls, and Mavery will come soon. I get the first Mavery shards when I get the next level of my syndicate, and there are some others I still have to work on with special events. Jailer is really difficult to get, but when we had the chance for the 5th anniversary now to pick one officer we want, I picked another one I was missing, and that was more important for me. That's why I still don't have Jailer. And on the others, I will work via special events. You might have Troi already, so if you have experience with her, let me know. If you're using her with Picard as well, if you are happy with her performance there, what is your experience? You know that I'm always happy about your comments. Also, if you have questions or video requests, or just want to say hi and where you're from, I'm always happy. And your opinion about officers I'm talking about is important for me, and the experience of the people who are playing longer in the comments can help also for those that just started. I know I have a lot of viewers that just started. And if you want to see something else right now, the next video is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.